Mike Jones, and it's time for election again. I'm your constable. Uh, just want to put together this quick video to kind of inform you of what it is that we do, or that we have done, I guess, in the last 4 years and a total of 7 years now. What we have done, I'll start off with, we've increased the amount of training for all my deputies. So I believe and I think you deserve to have the best formally trained deputy or police officer protecting you out there and knowing the latest technologies and knowing the latest laws. So every one of them, we've increased that training. I have a small training allocation, so I have to work it to where we can fund these. So we're only training in the subjects that matter to you, matter to this office. No frivolous training here. We're not wasting any taxpayers' money on I'm not sending anybody to basket weaving course when it doesn't have any bearing on the job of protecting you locally and through the constable's office. Okay. We've increased the patrol significantly in our precinct. I look at the reports every day when I come in. I look for the trends, if there's burglaries, if there's if there's criminal mischief going on. Then we tend to saturate that area, and we're seen in those areas, and that usually has the effect of slowing down what's going on out there. The SO comes in behind us and does a phenomenal job, and they usually catch these guys, or we never hear from them again. Whether we run them across another border, we just make it a little difficult for them to do their job. Seeing as my office doesn't get dispatched to calls, we listen for the calls that the deputies are getting. If they're getting alarm calls, or if they're getting a domestic disturbance call, and we know it's only one deputy going, what we'll do is we'll saddle up and we'll go out there and we'll respond with him. We're all criminal officers. We've all have this background of being on the street. I came from Midlothian PD, so did my chief deputy. I worked in the Ellis County Sheriff's Office, shagging calls. So we know how to take care of that. And what we'll do is we'll go out and we'll supplement the sheriff's office to make sure that deputy's safe and to make sure that you guys are safe. So we've done that. But what I wanted to touch on is a lot of times I'll get calls from the citizens at my office about, traffic violations. Somebody's, a stop sign that people are continuously running. They see a safety issue in that, and I do too. So they let me know. We'll go out and we'll slow that down. We'll stop some people and we'll talk to them. So that's kind of what we have done on the responding to citizens' complaints, and we'll respond to every complaint. Okay, now on kind of a feel-good thing from what my office has done, and most of you don't realize this, but this particular office has done an extraordinary amount of seminars to elderly citizens and all the way down to kids. And I'll start by saying we've held over 20 seminars for Are You Safe? And that's identity theft, scams, things of that nature that target the elderly. We go out and we go to these senior citizens centers, and we go to these assisted living centers, and we host these different seminars, to keep our elderly safe when it comes to scams. They may not be up on technology like the younger generation, so we try to go in there and we tell them what the latest scams are. We've hosted over 20 Are You Ready seminars, and these are sanctioned by FEMA. And again, it's to get our senior citizens or any citizen that wants to come to our free courses, give them a sense of how to prepare for natural disasters. We had a tornado here, and I'm going to talk about that here in a minute, but Are you ready? We've done over 20 of those, and they've all been successful, and most of them have been uh, standing room only courses. So we're real proud of that fact too. We've hosted over 20 hunter's safety courses. This is a requirement for you to get your hunter's license in the state of Texas. This is sanctioned by the Texas Parks and Wildlife. My office is. We give those courses, and we've done over 20 of those. We've done over 20 basic first aid courses, free. We offer that so people can attempt to provide first aid until the first responders get there and can save this person. We've hosted over 20 of those. Eddie Eagle is a program of the NRA. It's for the kids. We only do one a year on that, but it's sanctioned by the NRA. We're real proud of that fact that we're able to provide that. Again, that's a free course to all our citizens. It doesn't cost the taxpayers a penny for us to put this on, nor does it cost them a penny to attend it. So we're real proud of that. Let's talk about this natural disaster. Probably no one, police officers notoriously have a difficulty in bragging and telling folks what it is that we do. We just assume that everyone would do what we do, and we don't want any outside attaboys or whatever. It's what we do. It's who we are. It's our fabric of our character. That being said, this is election year, and I've been compelled to hit on a couple of these areas, and I'll make this quick so we can move on. But in 2012, if you remember, there was a big tornado that went through Lancaster and destroyed a lot of that. My office spent 13 continuous days on the scene in Lancaster as a volunteer. Didn't cost the county any money whatsoever. I had 2 guys that volunteered their time 13 days straight. 2 days of that was security to make sure the looters didn't take advantage of these poor people's tragedies. And the next 11 days, these 2 guys manned the logistics part at the gym for all the people, distributing food and drinks and clothing and blankets and you name it. These 2 guys out of my office did a phenomenal job, and I can't say how proud I am of what they've done. So we had this big tornado over in our county right after Christmas, if you all remember that. I followed that tornado by radio traffic as soon as it crossed into the border, Ellis County, coming out of Hill County. I posted on Facebook every radio traffic I heard were the location of this tornado, and they were watching it pretty good. As soon as it gets to Midlothian, and we kind of get an idea of the track, I saddle up. I'm in my police Tahoe, and I'm headed to the area of that track. And then I hear on the radio that it's touchdown. I'm in that area within 10 minutes. Within 10 minutes, I'm in the disaster zone, the ground zero, if you will. Ellis County Sheriff's Office is already there, believe it or not. The deputy is already there. He's already manning a post waiting for the rest of us to arrive. God bless him. But anyway, for the next 8 days after that, that night we helped folks get out of their building, out of their homes, collected any kind of personal items that we felt could be exploited should looters come in and see personal identification numbers, things like that. We gathered all that and shredded what we could. We just didn't want that to get in the hands of anything. So we did that. But really the cleanup and the vultures that circle whenever they suspect, poor folks have had a tragedy. For the next 8 days, we wouldn't allow that to happen. We spent 10 hours a day, 8 days straight, 2 deputies on the scene in Glen Heights, predominantly, keeping those vultures out, not letting them affect our citizens. If I could have put them all in jail, I would have. Unfortunately, these people thrive over other people's tragedies. But this is my county. this is my precinct, and I'm not going to let that happen. I'll be damned if I let that happen. So anyway, for the next 8 days, we spent all that time. Again, it was no extra cost to the county. I have 2 reserve guys. They volunteered their time. This county didn't pay them a penny. They wouldn't have accepted a penny. Again, hats off to those 2 guys. And again, I couldn't be more proud. And the last thing to cover is the charity work. And this is probably my most difficult to brag about. My office helped one single mother with 2 special needs children. Right before Thanksgiving, I got word from one of our wonderful the Manor House here in town, who does a lot of work for less fortunate, that this mother was in need. We were able to get her a car donated. She didn't have a car. She has to take her children. She was taking her children by medical bus twice a week to Children's Hospital in Dallas, and would have to make that arrangement 48 hours ahead of time. We were able to get her a donated vehicle for her to be able to take care of her children's needs at the hospital much more easily. She didn't have any furniture in her apartment. The wonderful people of this county, and believe it or not, even our neighboring counties, donated furniture to her. And then along comes, and food, I'm sorry. My deputies out of Red Oak were able to get her some food stuff to prepare a Thanksgiving feast. It was amazing. We found out more about her, what her needs were, and we were able to get clothes and shoes and things like that to help her out. And thank the Lord that turned out good, and we have good people in this county. That being said, we got too much furniture, so I went back to the Manor House to ask them if I could bring this furniture to the Manor House, because we had too much furniture to give to this woman. And Manor House says absolutely. Sissy Franklin is the director there. God bless her. She said absolutely, but however, let me introduce you to another person, and it was another lady in need, and she was another single mother, not getting any child support, didn't have money to pay her rent for the month of December. Sissy Franklin at the Manor House took care of her rent. I asked her, what are your needs right now? And she too needs a car. I haven't been able to get her a car donated. So if y'all know of anybody that's got a car that is just sitting around, that's reliable, it doesn't have to be pretty, but if it's reliable for this woman, please get a hold of me, and I won't take any possession of anything, but I'll put you 2 together and kind of mediate it for you. But if you can see it in your heart, please get a hold of me. Anyway, we were able to give her furniture and her kids, as well as this other lady's kids, unbelievable amount of Christmas gifts, Christmas trees, Christmas tree lights. You name it, this community really came together. So I'm gonna finish it right here. This is a pretty long video, but I just want to let you all know that everything that I've mentioned right now has been done at no additional cost to the county. None of these seminars cost our taxpayer, you the taxpayer, a penny for us to put these on to give to people. This is all done on a volunteer basis by my deputies, who do this off duty as a free service to our community. To include being out at Glen Heights, none of that was on the clock. Every bit of those hours were donated by my deputies. So I need your vote, and this is why I put on this video. Is we go up to these forums. Normally you people can't go to these forums. It seems to be the same people over and over and over again who go to these forums. So in order to get out what it is that we do, I had to do this video, and I'm not comfortable doing this, but I think I owe it to my deputies to let y'all know what it is they do. They do it for me. My God, they take a bullet for me, and to me that's loyal. That's loyalty. But that's who we are. I'll try to do small, shorter videos. I hope in the near future as we get closer and closer and closer to primary day. Right now it's early voting. It's the third day of early voting. If you have not voted and you're still worrying about the president, I understand you want to wait. But if you've already made your decision of who you're going to vote for president, please consider marking Mike Jones for Constable. I'm going after my third term. If you like what it is that I just told you of what we've been doing and you want to see more of that in your county, please, I need your vote. Don't sit there thinking that I have all the support that I need and don't go vote when the actuality is my opponent only needs one more vote than I for this all to change. So no more begging, but I would appreciate at least your consideration. Thank you.